What's up, folks? What is going on? Welcome to the quick Terrible Towel post-game show, or I like to call it the Steeler Report, but it's basically I said post-game. Y'all hear me say post-game? I'm already at tomorrow. It's the pregame show, Week 4, Steelers versus Packers. This will be a quick show, guys. I told you that, the pregame will be quick, and I'll keep trying to scale it back to make it faster. Because I don't have a whole lot of points to get into tonight. Just kind of see how you guys feel, tell you how I feel, and give my pregame as far as what I think the Steelers will obviously need to do if they want to win in Green Bay. In and out. No phone calls tonight. No phone calls tomorrow either. After the postgame, you guys know the phone calls are reserved for Terrible Towel Tuesday, but I have the phone number there on the screen. So for the newcomers, make sure you jot that down. Phones will be wide open on Tuesday, which is the flagship podcast for this channel. All right, so first and foremost, let me just say hello to some of the early commenters. I don't see a whole lot of you guys here tonight, but I know I apologize. It's later tonight. I couldn't get going until later tonight, guys. I can't do it tomorrow because I have something that I will be doing. I won't be home tomorrow. So I just wanted to at least get this up so some of you guys will see it on the replay and, just sharing my thoughts with you guys. So what's up to Build His Life? He was the first in the chat. Ron Simpson Gaming, what's going on, Ron? Lydell Dorsey, Sippy Boy, Vista Light, The Real Missy, hello, Miss Missy, Miss Lady, if you will. How you doing? Hoping you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight. A few late nights, and here's another one. Hello, Miss Sade. Hello, how you doing this evening? Hope you are well. Thank you for spending your evening with me. She says this is a definite loss. I know, Sade. I'm going to get into it, man. Cody, Stephen Carpenter. All right. So I'm sure some of you guys will trickle in, as you guys trickle in. Who else we got in here? Joshua Shields. He says not necessarily. That's what Sippy Boy is saying. Few Late Night says he just came from Adam Steele video, and I don't think we get this win, guys. There's some things that need to change with the team. Okay. And shout outs to Adam Steele, man. I don't know if he'll ever come across this channel. He does a wonderful job with his work, man. So, shout outs to him as well. I definitely look at, from time to time, I get a chance to check out his content as well. All right, let's do it. So, first things we definitely need to talk about, man. Let's get into the injury report. I have it here on the computer. So you guys are going to see me looking over here. So as of right now, we know that the Steelers, as of Friday, the injury report did not include Watt, Highsmith, Johnson, or Juju, I don't believe. All of them were good to go, if I'm not mistaken. But let me, give me a second. Let me get to the actual report. I saw it earlier. Let's read it here. It says the Steelers released their Week 4 injury report ahead of Sunday. Excuse me. Not practicing on the Friday was Rashad Coward, defensive tackle, Carlos Davis, Chooks Okorafor, and Chase Claypool. Now, we know Chase Claypool will be questionable. Got to keep an eye on that, guys. Claypool has a hamstring injury, so we definitely need to keep an eye on that. We kept seeing him go in and out of the game. Maybe he'll be able to tough it out, but, I don't really want to say tough it out because when you're dealing with things like that, your body is going to tell you when you are and when you're not ready and what you can and what you can't do. So if he can't go, then, it's good to hear that Deontay Johnson will be back in the fold because we're definitely going to need a guy like that, against a guy like Alexander, Zaire Alexander, and, the nice corner that they have at Green Bay. So we're going to need our guy that can beat the man-to-man coverage or that can at least put some stress on whoever's guarding the man-to-man. That is primarily going to be Deontay Johnson. Now, Juju, Juju is going to be that tough matchup like he always is in the slot, making the tough catches, being the possession guy. I would like to see us get Juju involved a little more, though, man. Maybe some of those slot fades or, they kept talking early, before the season started that Juju said he wanted to be outside more, and assuming if you're outside, you want to get some more opportunities down the field. So let's get some more of that going. I hope we start to mix things up. But, of course, they said we had some good news, man. Alex Highsmith Juju Smith-Schuster, Deontay Johnson, Ben Roethlisberger, T.J. Watt were all full participants in Friday's practice, so that would lead you to believe that they will be playing in this week's game, which is going to be key. Look at the thumbnail. The thumbnail tells you all where I'm going as far as the biggest key to victory, if there is to be one, in Green Bay. Now, as far as Green Bay, listen, I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's going to be tough, bro. It's going to be very tough. Very, very tough. Going into Green Bay, they are a pretty solid team. You know, I know they have some areas on their defense where they could be picked at, but certain guys concern me. What's the dude's name, man? Let me make sure I got his name correct. I think his name is it Kenny Clark? Hold on, guys. Y'all know we like to do this live, so y'all going to see me doing my research. I think it's Kenny Clark, that nose tackle. Yeah, number 97. I'm concerned because of Kendrick Green. Kendrick Green, again, man, Kendrick Green gets overpowered with power. You know, we all said that. We all said what his warts are so far. He's going to have to find a way to deal with power. He's going to have to find a better way to anchor power, get his technique together. But when you look at guys like Kenny Clark, man, that can get going from time to time. Let me take a look really quick, man, and see what the injury report is for the Packers. Let's see. Injury report. Packers. Week 4. I think Valdez-Scantling might be out. Let's see. Yeah, so left tackle Elton Jenkins and Kevin King are listed as doubtful going into the weekend. Okay, so, you know, we might have an opportunity there against their left tackle. But also, let's see, who else is on their report? It looks like... Who else? I think Valdez-Scantling is out. I think he's out as well. I can't seem to find their full injury report, but I want to say that he was ruled out as well. Yes, MVS is ruled out against the Steelers. So, you know, they have a couple guys, some key guys that might be out. I kind of wanted Kevin King to play, to be honest, man, because Kevin King has kind of been getting the best of, you know, taken of him here with his Packers team. But they got a couple decent dudes, man. Like I said, Zaire Alexander, you know, he's crafty. You know, he's a talented young player. You know, you got Amos in the secondary. You got Darnell Savage, which a lot of us, you know, Steelers fans may be familiar with. You know, guys like myself and Kenyon who, you know, try to do our scouting and things of that nature in the offseason. You know, you guys know the great job that Kenyon does. We all like Darnell Savage, you know, and he's been playing fairly well. But like I said, it's not like they're unbeatable. But up front is really what concerns me. And like I said, primarily in the middle, because, you know, I'm curious to see how Kendrick Green is going to hold up against Kenny Clark. You know, if you guys watched any of the film from their last outing, you know, there were some moments when Clark was just, you know, having his way with Alex Mack. And it just makes me wonder how he's going to fare against the Steelers. Also, it's going to be one of those games again, man. Will we attempt to run the football or will we abandon it early? It's going to be interesting. You know, we're going to have to find some ways to get some positive runs early in the game, because what I want to see in this game, I want to see balance. I want to see balance, and I want to see some type of ball control, because Aaron Rodgers, that's my biggest fear. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's my biggest fear is Aaron Rodgers. And y'all know that. I've been saying that, and this guy has been playing really well. You know, he didn't play so well in the first week against the Saints, but ever since then, he's been looking like Aaron Rodgers. He's putting the ball where the ball needs to be, like money shots. And what's going to be key for the Steelers is, number one, keeping Aaron Rodgers off the field as much as you can, which means time of possession And along with that time of possession, I would like to score some points because we had time of possession against the Bengals, but we didn't score. We won the time of possession battle, but it didn't matter because the Bengals was going up and down the field and they were scoring relatively quick. And then, so what did we possess it? We didn't get any points most of the time, and the Bengals were able to have their way. So what I would like to see against the Packers is time of possession. I would like to see that we win that battle as well as put points on the board and, keep Aaron Rodgers off the field as much as possible, right? Because Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and they're going to do some things that they are accustomed to doing, like going empty set. They're going to do it against the Steelers. If you take a look at what they did last week, man, there was a play that was put on Twitter, and it kind of showed, how they exposed the quarters coverage. And the Steelers will run, quarters from time to time as well, right? And they kind of showed that, nothing too crazy, but they showed, forgot who was breaking it down on Twitter. I actually sent it to Kenyon and Tony. But they were showing, I think it might have been Merle Hodge. I think it was the Merle Hodge video, where they kind of showed how the Packers get creative with their protection, right? They spread you out. They have the running back on the right side, tight end on the left side, and they make it appear as if it is empty set and all of these guys are going to immediately go out into their route, but they didn't. The running back and the tight end both chipped, which slowed down, obviously, the pass rush, and then they went out on their routes. But by that time, the route combination that they ran kind of, took advantage of the quarters coverage because they ran a curl with Deontay Adams. It took the safety on that side, made him step up, to try to help underneath. And then they ran Scantling right past him, like he did like an outside post route, like not a post like going towards the end zone, but kind of like a post corner, right? Ran the post corner, got the one-on-one. Aaron Rodgers had plenty of time to throw it. Right over the top. Right over the top. And it concerns me a little bit with that because, again, those are simple route combinations that's taking advantage of what the defense is showing you. But where I'm concerned is that, if we're unable to get pressure, and that's really going to be the key. And that's why I put the three amigos, the three-headed monster, if you will, right up there in the thumbnail so you guys can understand what my point of emphasis is. We're going to have to get pass rush, man, and we're going to have to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. There's no ifs and buts about it. And we're going to have to play a balanced defense, meaning we're going to have to be ready to play both the pass and the run because the Packers run it efficiently enough. And Aaron Jones is efficient. He's efficient. He can run that ball. And they like running right up the middle. They like running a lot of zone action, like inside zone and outside zone and things of that nature. So, the Packers have been running the football. If you've watched their last couple games, especially last week, LaFleur will keep his foot to the floor, if you will, and continue running the football. I remember tweeting Tony and Kenyon watching their game last week, and I was like, man, do you see how many times the Packers ran the football on that one drive? I was like, it would be nice to see that from our team. So we're going to have to play very disciplined. We're not going to stop Aaron Rodgers the entire game. We're not going to keep Aaron Rodgers from scoring. We're not going to keep them from having successful moments at Lambeau Field. But I do think we have an advantage, man, in the pass rush department. I think the defense may be able to do enough. But the offense is definitely going to have to help them out, man. And I don't want this to become a game where, again, Ben is passing the ball plus 40 times. No. I hope we're able to get some type of balance. Because like I said, the Packers defense is okay, but it's not like they are, you can't run on them or you can't pass on them. They've given up some stuff too. They're not unbeatable, if you will. It's just that they are a very sharp team so far. They're looking pretty sharp. They got themselves going after that first game. They're at home. Hard place to play in. So, like I said, Aaron Rodgers definitely concerns me, but I think the key to victory in this game is the Steelers getting back to being able to pass rush with Highsmith, with Ingram, and with Watt. If we can do that and we can get Aaron Rodgers off his spot, and if we can get pressure with 4, that is definitely the key in this game. If we can get pressure with our 4, in sub package when we're rushing 4, if we can just, don't have to blitz. If we can play this game, if we go in and play the defensive mindset and execute the way we did against the Bills, kind of play Rodgers the same way, understanding that he can escape the pocket and stuff like that, and we can get home with 4, we got a chance. Because I don't care who the quarterback is. If they're under pressure, if they're under duress, doesn't matter, because like I said, they're a little banged up on the offensive line as well. So hopefully our guys can eat. If we could do that, I think the defense possibly keeps us in the game, and then it's just going to come down to the offense producing some type of points. And I hope producing those points come from the Steelers finally being able to find some balance on offense. So that's really all I got, man, as far as the keys to victory. Like I said, it doesn't take too much scouting and stuff to do when we do these pre-games. Most of us are just NFL fans. We love and watch our Steelers, but you watch other teams. You know what the Packers are capable of doing. You know what Aaron Rodgers is capable of doing. So, like I said, just wanted to do something real quick, really quick here. And now I'll get into the chat. You guys give me your thoughts. What do you guys think? What are the keys to victory? What do you think needs to be done in order for the Steelers to possibly win? What do you feel will happen? What are you predicting? Do you think the Steelers have a chance to win? I think we have a chance, but, I'm going to obviously say I don't feel good about going into this game. I don't think this is a game that we go in and win. I said that about Buffalo. Some of the same reasons, but now, unlike when we played Buffalo, I've had a chance to watch our team in 3 games. Right now, up until what I saw last Sunday, we don't look like a team that's going to go in Green Bay and outdo the Packers or outdo Aaron Rodgers. We don't, because we haven't shown the capability of scoring points that we need to score on offense. Remember, in the Bills game, what helped us seal the victory? Yeah, a punt block, scoop and score. Was not the offense. All right, let me see what you guys got. DCTV said there was one play where Derek Watt lined up at fullback and got laid out by a defender on a toss play. Might be why we don't use him like Knicks. Could very well be. And let's keep an eye on that, man. If we continue to see Derek Watt getting any opportunities at fullback, let's take a look and see how he performs in that capacity. And then, maybe that'll help us, know what we need to know. Few Late Night says, I feel what you're saying. I'm still thinking about Ben's time is probably over. I just wanted to the O-line to be as good as they can be. Okay, I think you're saying you just want the O-line to be as good as they can be. Yeah, man. And like I said, and this is gonna be my theme probably for the rest of the season. Now, Ben still has a few games. Again, week 6, 7. I'm gonna just say 7 this year is when I'm really gonna know what the team is. So Ben has a few weeks to prove me wrong, but right now, my early assessment is we don't win football games if we don't have a game where we've successfully ran the football and we've had balance. Ben Roethlisberger is not winning the game by himself no more. I think those days are long gone. Nate Drew says, need that above average effort on offense. Absolutely. Relfax says, everybody can count us out, but it's Tomlin-led. It's a Tomlin-led team. We're going to be competitive. If we get embarrassed, then I'll be shocked. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll be competitive. Some could say we got embarrassed in the Bengals game. And again, you know how I feel, man. It's some of it is on the coaching, of course, and that's across the board. But it's like, come on. I mean, at this point, no head coach gets as far as they've gotten for this long if they weren't a decent coach. And then you can take it from there. Some people can say great, some people can say good, some people can say decent, some could say, you can take it from there. But, in cases like that, I don't always subscribe to that. People will say, coach didn't have them ready. I don't subscribe to that. I do not think a team prepares any differently week to week. There's no doubt that Tomlin and staff has done whatever they needed to do this week to get the team prepared. Now, are they going to perform is going to be a different story. Because it always cracks me up, Rel Facts, you probably will laugh at this too. People will say that, right? People will come back and say, oh, it's the coaching, da-da-da-da-da. But then those same people will say, man, the offensive line sucks. And look at what happened to Kendrick Green. Look at what happened. Because some people are saying Kevin Dotson needs to be sat down. They'll say stuff like that, right? So if you're going to say that, then what accountability are you putting on the player versus the coach? Y'all know how I feel. I judge coaches on strategies, scheme, situational stuff. That's when I could say, that was a coaching decision. Like, a couple weeks ago when we did not go for the 4th and 1. What was that, against the Raiders? To me, that was a coaching decision. I felt like we should have gone for it. Now, the way we executed on offense, that won't on the coach. Now, if we want to say Matt Canada didn't call the right play, that's fair. That's arguable. But you see what I'm saying? Y'all see my theme? Like, it's certain ways I judge coaches versus certain ways I judge players and their execution. Let's see, who else? Sippy Boy says, right, but that's why you have to go with a younger quarterback who can threaten the D downfield to keep the safeties back with help, which helps the run. Okay. I think you're probably replying to somebody there. Still a Freak says, D gets 2 turnovers and 100 yards rushing. Okay. If that happens, Steelers got a chance to win. So, y'all know the saying, if was a split, or if was a fifth, then you can finish that line for yourselves. Ladell Dorsey says, Ladell Dorsey Jr., let me say that. Let me be respectful to Ladell Dorsey Sr. So Ladell Dorsey Jr. says, there's always a chance, but it's slim. Pass rush needs to control the line of scrimmage. Fryer move could be an X factor against their linebacker core. You are correct, sir. That is a great comment. Listen, I want to see Fryer move more involved, because if we're seeing Fryer move more involved, that means that Ben might be taking chances in the middle of the field. So yes, absolutely agree with that. Ladell Dorsey Jr. Rajan, what's up, man? We need pass rush. Big, is that Gerbil? Yeah, we do. We have it with these 3 guys that are on the thumbnail. We have the 3-headed monster, but let's just see, if it shows up in this game. Because, again, these guys are coming off of growing injuries. Let's see if it perks up in this game, if we can get Rodgers off his spot. And I think Cam Hayward, has played his butt off in every game. But, of course, when those guys are out there, when Cam Hayward is able to push the middle, when he, with the complement of having TJ and Highsmith or TJ and Melvin Ingram on the outside, that only helps Cam, because then Cam is definitely going to just be able to allow, get more and more one-on-one situations, because they're going to obviously be paying more attention to TJ Watt. So, yeah. C. Brown says, Canada did not sound confident with his responses during the interview, but we'll see. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on that relationship, folks. I'm not saying there's an issue there, but remember, when there was any type of resemblance of some disagreement between Ben and Haley, it started showing itself later on as it progressed. The way Canada answered that question about the 4th and 10 when Ben just threw it to Najee was totally different from the way Ben answered that. And they both are kind of answering differently when they talk about the no huddle option. So keep your eyes on that relationship. I'm just saying, I don't want to put anything in the air, but could be something going on there. Dylan Snyder says, if we get a special teams turnover, or a touchdown, or a defensive touchdown, then we will have a chance. But if not, the offense is going to have to pull up points, which we haven't been able to do. Dylan, you're right, man. I mean, I have nothing else to add there. That's exactly it. And that's crazy, man. Going into week 3, week 4, none of us have any confidence that the offense will even be able to put up any points. That's just crazy. Diggy says, I want to see Najee attack the line a little more aggressively. Yeah, man. And by the way, for you guys who are actually members of the channel, I did get some member-only content put up earlier today. It's about 23 minutes worth of me going through roughly the first half. Those plays that I talked about on Tuesday. There are some opportunities there, man, where Najee, there's a combination of him and the O-line. Now, don't get it twisted. Najee has shown great vision and even some of the runs that we've seen from him as a Steeler. But there are some opportunities there. You know, if you go back and you look at the All-22, there's a few plays here and there where maybe if he presses it a little harder or if he, waits for a moment and picks his spots, there were opportunities. There was one play that he clearly missed the hole. Bounced it to the right side. It really wasn't a reason for it. And again, maybe he is pressing, trying to just make something happen. Maybe he doesn't have confidence in where the play is going. But on that particular play, it parted. It was right there, but he had already bounced it outside. So, and those are rookie things. We still have to understand that Najee is a rookie running back that's going to go through his normal rookie lumps and bumps. They all do. Le'Veon did. But we can clearly see what Najee Harris is going to be as a Pittsburgh Steeler. So I am not the least bit concerned at this moment. What else? Let me read a couple more, guys, and then we'll get out of here as we're approaching a 30-minute spot here. Kenya says, all you have to do is go watch Maryland tape and you will see the offense run. Facts on facts on facts. Maryland ain't doing nothing tonight, though. I was watching a little bit of that. The little baby tour is having some issues. Hey, Miss Destiny, how you doing this evening, Destiny? Hope you're doing well, Miss Lady. Let me read your comment, of course. Destiny says, he's had the same amount of time as Stafford, Brady, Fitzpatrick, and other offensive coaching staffs. That worked with new QBs for the first time. Woo, Destiny out here speaking. Yeah. And let me tell y'all something. That boy, Matt Stafford. And here's the funny thing. Sometimes you have to listen to what players say. Y'all remember when homeboy, what's his name? Slay, the corner, Darius. Is it Darius? Is that his first name? Remember when he said, watch Stafford become elite now that he's off of the Lions. And look at how he's playing. Him coupled with McVay, Stafford looking good out there, bro. Stafford looking good out there. And that's a team that I'm going to be watching closely, man, this season. They're going to be fun to watch because I've always been a Stafford fan. I've always been a fan of Matthew Stafford, man. I've always said he had arm talent, ridiculous arm talent. It's crazy, and he's good friends with, who was it, Clayton Kershaw, I think, so how crazy is that? Both of these dudes have like elite arms in their respective sports. But yeah, it's, yeah. Few Late Night says, Ben needs to retire. He does, man. I mean, it's time. Like I said, it's time. Again, do I think we can still win games with Ben? Yeah, I do. But it's got to be coupled with a run game. And I know some people are going to say that's cheating. No, it's not. Because there was a time where Ben could just pass. You remember 2018? When Ben put up all them yards? The first time he had gone over 5,000. I think he had 5,500 or something like that. All them touchdowns. But he did have 16 interceptions. But do y'all remember how he was balling then? See what I'm saying? He used to be able to do that. And that was just a few years ago. But, when you his age and you're an NFL quarterback, each year takes a toll. We can't do that with him anymore. We just can't, especially with a developing offensive line. Because, again, you watch the last 3 games, there's times when he has decent protection, and there's times when he's going to have to evade a little bit because, again, it's a new, young, inexperienced offensive line. So you couple all of that together, Ben passing the ball and thinking that we're going to pass for over 5,000 yards, that guy is long gone. So if we can finally or at some point figure out how to get some balance on offense, yes, I do think Ben Roethlisberger is still talented enough to win football games, perhaps win playoff games, perhaps win a Super Bowl. I know I'm reaching, but he's playing better than Peyton Manning was playing his last season. No disrespect to Peyton Manning. Y'all know I love Peyton Manning. I'm just saying, I think Ben is capable of playing better than that. But right now, it's just not looking good. It's just not looking good. He sure did. He led the league that year. So that guy is not on our team no more. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. That guy is no longer a part of the Steelers. And that's not a knock or disrespect to Ben. It's just facts, man. He can't do that no more. Terrence Lampkin says, come on, bro. Y'all know y'all need a mobile quarterback. Yeah, I think I just pretty much summed that up, in a roundabout way. That style of play from Ben Roethlisberger is... Did y'all see Joe Burrow last night? Okay. I'm just asking. Did y'all see Joe Burrow last night? See how he looked? And you can't just say, yeah, it was the Jags. You know why you can't say it? Because the Jags was up. Jags actually could have won that game. Maybe if they put some points on the board, and go up 17-0. I know they were trying to go up 21-0, when they were deep in the red zone. And, Urban Meyer decided to go for it. But the Jags would play some ball last night. They might have been 0-3, but they was balling. Right? But did you see Joe Burrow? Yeah. Y'all seen Baker Mayfield lately? Hate him or love him. He's running that offense pretty effectively, doing what he needs to do for that offense, can get outside of the pocket. In fact, they run some type of boot action quite often with him. It works perfect for him. It works perfect for Baker's style of play. And, of course, y'all know that guy, Lamar Jackson, right? It's a common theme with these guys. Younger, number one. But number two, they can move. They can move. You know who else moves just enough? Yeah, Thomas Brady. Right? He has those subtle movements in the pocket. Unlike Ben Roethlisberger. When Ben Roethlisberger evaded people, Ben was... Ben is playing circus ball out there. That was how he did his thing, shrugging people off, rolling to the left, rolling to the right, finding Heath Miller down the field. Brady don't play like that. Brady has those, I'm a statue with subtle movements. These, step up, turn my hips. So that's why you can't compare the movement type of him and Ben. I'm talking about the way Ben Roethlisberger played football. It's getting worse and worse and worse because he just can't do it no more. You said Ben can play like Baker? Big Gerbil? Nah, I disagree, brother. Ben would not be able to roll out as much as Baker Mayfield does at this stage of his career. I don't believe that. I do not believe that whatsoever. Can he do it a couple times here and there? Maybe. But also the problem with that is he's no threat once he's out there. At least a guy like Baker Mayfield might run because he's young enough to do it, and he's done it plenty of times already in the NFL. There's no threat of Ben taking off. So that's one reason alone why he wouldn't be able to run the style of offense that Baker Mayfield is running. Nah, I disagree with that. But listen, love is love, man. Everybody's opinion is welcome. Fair few late nights said that man would break a hip. Yeah, man. He come on, man. Y'all know he can't play like no Baker Mayfield right now. Absolutely why Diggy. Ben never played like that. But look, that's like I said, Gerbil, that's I'm not going to debate your opinion. I'm just saying, just giving my reaction to your question. That's all. Yeah, okay. You said not just play action, not the roll up. But again, what I said about Baker, I talked about specifically his rollouts and his boot action. That's what I'm talking about. Just standard play action. Sure, Ben can do that. All right, but I'm not talking about that. Baker is deadly on the move. When you move the pocket, that's when Baker kills you. And Baker been making some nice throws this season. Like that boy's accuracy done improved. And that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about just play action. I'm talking about on the move Baker. That guy. We don't have that guy. At least not number 7. But yeah. But all right, man. Girl Bull. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the phonetic spelling there. If that's not really phonetic, but at least thank you for breaking that down for me. But all right, guys, let me get out of here, man. It's been long enough. You know, pregame show is not supposed to be too long. Just want to be kind of an in and out, you know, speak with you guys before we can, you know, see our team play. So, and instead of saying tomorrow, I will see you guys Sunday. See you guys Sunday after the game. If I'm not mistaken, we got more of the, I call it the mid prime time game. It's the 4:25 game, I believe. So we'll see you guys sometime after that, 7:30-ish. Whenever the game is over, we'll come on. We'll do the post-game, knee-jerk reactions. And then, of course, we'll be back for the full experience on Tuesday for Terrible Towel Tuesday. And that's when I invite many of you guys to call in and, you know, give your thoughts and concerns and happiness, sadness, all of that over the phone. And, you know, share your thoughts verbally. But all right, man, of course, before you guys go, I'm going to remind you to do this if you haven't. If you like what you see, if you enjoy the content, you should subscribe. There's no reason to not be subscribed if you like the content. But make sure you cut on your notifications so you know when videos are coming your way, as well as if you do like the video. That's simple, right? Hey, I like that video. Why don't I give it one of those? And then, of course, if you dislike it, either way, I respect it. All right. Hope you guys stay well. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. God bless. Good night. And of course, thank you for tuning in to the pregame show, Week 4, Steelers versus Packers at Lambeau Field. See you guys on Sunday. Peace.